So in a recent plant-based news video, I've stumbled upon Jon Venus. So Jon Venus is vegan this week. I lost track, which got me wondering, what is Jon Venus up to these days? And after scrolling to his recent uploads here on YouTube, I was wondering, John, you okay? From videos such as Pentagon confirms UFOs to be real to how I overcame my substance addiction. And that is just a very weird thumbnail, John, right there with the substance addiction part. But let's just take a look at the recent video, which is called Veganism, Agenda to Malnourish and Depopulate Humans.
Whether or not the vegan movement or veganism is a new world order agenda to sterilize, depopulate, and dehumanize us humans.
John, you watched too much conspiracy theories, did you?
Even us who've been going deep into these conspiracy theories.
Yep, here we go. Look, as someone who has watched a fair share, a decent amount of conspiracy theories already, I can assure you that in 100% of those, there's absolutely zero pragmatic value attached to it. You're gonna learn nothing from them. They're a complete waste of time. Why? Look, even if a bunch of these conspiracies are true, which some of them might be, there's nothing you can change. So what if aliens exist? You're gonna storm Area 51 now? I mean, people have tried this before and it didn't go well. You're looking to go for day-long demonstrations and maybe even start a YouTube channel where you talk about these things. But guess what? Those videos gonna have 10 views. There's just not that much that you can change. Now, some people might be thinking,
what a sheep! What a sheep! He's so much in the system.
Look, no. There's actually some things that you can change. And there's some things that you can do that have a lot of pragmatic value to it. And that is number one, stop watching conspiracy theories. Then learn how to deliver enough value to people so you can have a functioning business that people value and ideally also something that you're passionate about. Then get multiple passports, have offshore bank accounts. Travel to different countries to see if you could potentially live there as well. It's always good to have multiple options. Learn how to defend yourself and learn multiple languages. And that is what I'm doing. Look, this is a little bit of bragging, but I'm living in Poland with a Swiss passport. My company is doing well. It's called fitvegans.com. It's an awesome service. We help vegans get in the best shape of their life. It has the most testimonials out there in the niche. It's a proven process that works really, really well. There are dozens of hours of interviews on the page of people that have succeeded doing that strategy. It is just something that works, period. Because look, I've worked like a slave over the last 6 years to provide enough value to people. And that's what the service is doing now. On top of that, I speak about 6 languages. I trained Thai boxing for a very long time, even Krav Maga. Now I train BJJ, and I even learned how to shoot guns. My life quality is very, very high, and the amount of time I spend watching conspiracy theories, 0. Long story short, it's a little bit of bragging there, but I need to do this to get a point across. I'm normally not the bragging kind of type, I'm more of a private, but I thought it could help you guys there a little bit to understand that conspiracy theories are a complete waste of time. They offer zero pragmatic value. But let's still talk about, veganism as a conspiracy theory, as an agenda to malnourish the population.
So let's move on to veganism as an agenda to malnourish the population, right?
Let's use common sense there for a second. Why should veganism be an agenda to malnourish the population? Who will benefit from doing that? Who is incentivized to malnourish the population? It is not governments, because governments, democratic governments, depend a lot on the economic output of the population. So whenever governments are strong, there's a lot of economic output. That's called the GDP. So governments have no incentive to weaken the population, because the weaker the population, the weaker the governments are. Governments are then incentivized to weaken the population when they can pump their GDP out of the ground, like oil or gold. That's why we see in a lot of African countries. And those governments are called dictatorships. So governments are not incentivized to malnourish the population.
But it's billionaires.
Great. Which billionaires?
Bill Gates. Bill Gates?
Come on, dude. Bill Gates was the richest man for a long period of time. And right now he's running the most effective charity or foundation that has ever existed. It is run really, really well. He has also created the software, Windows, and he has helped Apple create their software, which, is one of the main reasons why you're on YouTube, or why we're on YouTube right now.
But Bill Gates has a lot of farmland.
Bill Gates has a lot of farmland because land is a very stable and secure investment, especially in times when the government is printing a lot of money.
But then it's Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos.
Come on, man. Jeff Bezos is the founder of Amazon. And Amazon makes its money, that's where Jeff Bezos' wealth comes from, Amazon, by selling a lot of stuff to you and me. Using common sense, who is a better buyer? Is it malnourished people? Are malnourished people great buyers of everyday services? No. Usually great buyers are happy people with disposable income. So I think this is it for this video. Let's jump to the next one, which I want to touch base upon. It is called the problem with doctors and the medical system.
And so we lose all of that innate intelligence and wisdom that we're born with. We're taught that people who know more, who have read more books, are more intelligent. People who earn more money are more successful.
This is the third point that I want to address in this Jon Venus breakdown. And I think it's the main point relating to Jon's obvious confusion, and even relating to a lot of carnivores' obvious confusion. The belief that truth is somewhere found within you. It isn't. If it would be, children would be teaching at schools. Look, there's a reason we have teachers that are teaching at schools. Because what do children have to teach when it comes to offering any value in the physical world? Yes, children can teach you about spiritual things, which are important as well, such as happiness, love, and enjoying the present. But children are not going to teach you how you can build a rocket ship, how you can build a spaceship, how you can shoot satellites into orbit, how you can build a spaceship, that goes into space. If you can take only one piece of advice from this video, it is this, that truth is not found within you. It is found in mentors. It is found in books. But don't take my word for it. Take Isaac Newton's word for it. The founder of gravitational theory, and essentially the founder of the modern world with the physical principles. His quote is, "If I've seen further than others, it's by standing on the shoulders of giants." So Isaac Newton, contrary to popular belief, has not dreamt up his gravitational theory. No, instead he read a lot of books. He learned from trusted mentors, and then he realigned that knowledge to fit his specific theory, to create a new theory that could make more sense. So no, knowledge is not equally distributed, and people that tend to read more books, by definition, tend to be more knowledgeable. The opinion of one trusted expert is worth more than the opinion of 10,000 randomly selected people, maybe even 100,000, maybe even a million. This is an extreme example, but I've seen this over and over again in my personal life. The first struggle that I ever had was with fitness. I struggled to get a six-pack. I struggled to live in a body that I actually want to live in. I listened to everyone's opinion around me. Oh, it's genetics, Florian. It's your hormones, Florian. There's nothing that you can do about it. So, okay, great. Struggled more. So I tried to go for a different path, and I learned from experts. I started learning books. The result of that, boom, got in the best shape of my life. Then after that, I still struggled with my relationships. The fitness helped me there a little bit, but I was still looking to date partners or find partners that I actually want to date. I was getting rejected more often than not, and I just felt, look, there's more that you can do in that specific area of your life. So I started again, listening to everyone's opinion. Oh, Florian, it's just the jawline. The jawline is not that well developed. Oh, it's look, the blonde hair, just women tend to like more dark-haired guys. Yeah, great, more struggle. So again, I tried to go for a different path. I learned from a dating coach. I read books. Boom, spoiled for choice, dating the women that I want to date. Then I struggled with my finances. I couldn't build a successful business no matter how much I tried. Then again, I listened to everyone's opinion. Or it's just that you're not talented enough, or you don't come from a rich family. Great, more struggle. So again, I hired a coach. I read books, I invested in online courses, boom, business is doing well. This is quite extreme, but look, if I could live my life again, I would read good books as early as my eyes function. Then at 16, I would save up everything that I have, work my quote-unquote ass off, and then spend 5 grand on a business coach. Then I get that dialed in. At 18, save up everything I have again, probably even more because I invested in a business coach, and then spend 5 grand on a fitness coach. Get that dialed in. Then at 21 or at 20, I again save up 5 grand, which probably will be quite easy at that point because I've been in business like 3 years at that point, at that imaginary new life. Now it's spent 5 grand again on my relationships. But get that dialed in. So at 21 or 22 in this new imaginary life, my life would have already been great. And I would have spent less on this than the cost of a even used car. And at that point, being 7 years in business, learning from a good coach, and reading thousands of books, I probably could afford any car. And again, I use this example to get a point across. You must listen to the few and not the many. Knowledge is external, knowledge is not found within you. So this was my breakdown when it comes to Jon's recent videos. And Jon, just in general, are you okay? Let me know how you're doing. So if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button. If you want to see more videos like this when it comes to veganism, nutrition, and personal growth, then certainly subscribe to this channel. And if you want to get coached by me, I help vegans get in the best shape of their life. Again, I touch base a little bit on what I'm doing in this video there already, but I just leave a link there in the description or in the first comment where you can learn more about what we're doing. You can listen to some of the interviews of the people that we worked with. So yeah, feel free to do that as well. So talk to you soon or see you next time.